Bed Bath & Beyond was once one of the most popular retail stores in America. If you needed anything for your home, this is where you went. And those coupons, they were everywhere. So how did a company that successful go from dominating retail to filing for bankruptcy? Bed Bath & Beyond was founded in 1971 with a simple idea: offer a massive selection of home goods at competitive prices. As the company grew, they focused on something that made them stand out: variety. Their stores were huge and packed with products. Customers could walk in and find everything from kitchen supplies to bedding to home decor, but what really made them different was the experience. They gave customers freedom to browse, no pressure, no strict layouts, just aisles filled with options. And then there were the coupons. 20% off coupons became a huge part of their identity. People saved them, collected them, and used them constantly. It worked. Customers kept coming back, and Bed Bath & Beyond grew into a retail giant. By the 2000s, Bed Bath & Beyond was everywhere. Hundreds of stores across the country, strong brand recognition, consistent sales. They became a go-to destination for home goods. And unlike some competitors, they weren't struggling. They were profitable, reliable, and trusted by millions of customers. At this point, everything looked stable. But just like the companies we've talked about before, things were about to change. The retail world started evolving. Online shopping became more popular. Companies like Amazon made it easier to buy everything from home, and customers began expecting convenience, fast shipping, and better pricing. This was a critical moment. Bed Bath & Beyond needed to adapt, but they didn't move fast enough. Instead of building a strong online presence early, they stayed focused on their physical stores. At the same time, their biggest strength started becoming a weakness: those famous coupons. They trained customers to never pay full price. Margins shrank, and profits started to suffer. Then came a series of decisions that made things worse. New leadership tried to change the company's direction. They reduced the use of coupons. They introduced more private label products, and they shifted away from the brands customers trusted. But instead of improving the business, these changes hurt it. Customers were confused. They didn't recognize the products anymore, and many stopped shopping there altogether. At the same time, stores became cluttered and outdated. The experience that once worked no longer did, and competition kept getting stronger. By the 2020s, the situation was critical. Sales dropped, debt increased, and the company struggled to stay afloat. They tried to turn things around, but it was too late. In 2023, Bed Bath & Beyond filed for bankruptcy. Stores began closing across the country. A company that once dominated its space was now gone. Bed Bath & Beyond didn't fail because people stopped buying home goods. They failed because they didn't adapt to how people wanted to shop. They relied too heavily on what worked in the past. And when the market changed, they couldn't keep up. Because in business, success isn't permanent. And if you don't evolve, you fall behind.